Okay. A very happy morning, my dear students. Welcome back to this virtual online class of APPA Public School. I am your social science teacher, Paulson Samson. Right, sir? Okay. So now, my dear students, today, yes, Sanjay Samble is the first one who has entered this chat session, followed by Sushma, then Roja Melapur, Sunita Chavan. Okay. And four friends, do please change your name. Who's this four friend? Four friends, do please put your own name. Lakshmi Karganchi. Okay, and again, Niyati Dodmani, Lakshmi Karganchi. So I hope it's only the girls are started attending the very soon first. Okay, followed by Sushil. Okay, was the first boy was joined. Rest the all were girls. Okay, my dear students. So today we are gonna start a new chapter from the history portion. From the history. So today's day. So it's grade 8. Grade. So the name of the chapter which I am starting is from trade to territory. This is the second chapter from your history portion. The date 2nd of August 2021. Right. Okay. So now, my dear students, before starting this chapter, so just want to recapitulate, right? So what you have learned in your past first class, that is 7th standard. So in there something we have used the word called mansabdars, jagirdars, okay, and maybe something of prashastis. So you have heard about all these terms, right? So you have learned that about the Mughal empires, right? So they have some of those subordinates or the military generals, right? So they were given a particular piece of land or a portion to control that particular area, and the revenue needs to be collected and has to be again given back to the Mughal empire, right? Okay, so after that, so now when we are talking about this chapter from trade to territory, so it means, so this the word trade. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by the word trade? Anyone can reply? Yes. What do you understand when I use the word trade? Anyone can answer? I'm waiting. Anyone? Yes. Okay. What is the thought you get when I say the word trade? T-R-A-D-E. Trade. Giving and taking. Who said? Okay. Rudraksh. Agreed. Okay. Utility goods. Oh, sorry. Selling goods. Okay. Yes. Divan I has joined. Okay. Again. Giving and taking. Selling goods. Right. I got it again. If anyone can try. Anyone? Selling and buying. Yes. Selling and taking. Okay. Modified answer. Selling goods. Okay. So my dear students, trading usually refers or mean as buying and selling. So it may be a product, and it may be a thing to buy and sell. That is, it may take the exchange of goods also, right? Okay. So that is what trade. So now here, this chapter, right? So from trade to territory. So now here territory meaning maybe a piece of land, a portion of land. Okay, so that is what the territory. So now this from trade to territory refers to the Britishers, because when they came to India initially in the 16th or in the 17th century, the Britishers, they came for trade, and by interfering in the political matters, they acquired the Indian territories slowly and gradually, and then later on they have taken control of our country. Right? Okay, I can see. Sakshi. Okay, Sakshi, selling goods, selling and buying, selling and buying. Okay, two way, not one way. Okay, so that is what trade. So now, my dear students, okay, so now we have the last powerful ruler of Mughal Empire, right? So the Emperor Aurangzeb was the last powerful emperor of Mughal Empire. So please make a note, and I hope you all are ready with your book, pen, paper, right? So hope so you are jotting down the points. So okay, so now Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last strongest, right, emperor of Mughal Empire, and Mughal Empire is the one which has control of throughout the whole India, right? So and to control certain, so now as you all know, have read that they have divided their country or the empire into some provinces, right? So it may be the Bengal province, it may be the Punjab province, or it may be the Hyderabad province, right? So again we had different provinces. So there were, and the particular provinces was controlled by a governor or a general, right? So we used to call them as mansab or mansabdars, right? So that is also the one, or sometimes landlords or jagirdars were also appointed, right? So to control. So now when in the year 1707, in the year 1707, Aurangzeb passed away. Aurangzeb passed away. So he was the most powerful emperor. Okay, we'll just write the name Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was the last powerful emperor of Mughal Empire. So after his death, what happened? After his death, there also came his successors, but they were not to his match, not very powerful, and they were unable to control the vast empire. So they were weak, and maybe they were weak and can't control the vast empire. As a result, what happened after that? Though, so now those emperors who came after Aurangzeb were incapable of controlling the vast empire. So then what happened means after that they lost the control over the Mughal empire, right? And then those who have got particular territory to control or to take care, those particular, it may be a general, governor general, or a mansab, or a landlord, or any wealthy man who was controlling a particular territory. So they grew powerful and they became independent from the Mughal Empire. They became independent and they started to rule. To rule, it means independently. Now they were not the subordinates or been governed by the Mughal Empire. So now they became powerful and they grew. So this was the scenario of what happened to the Mughal Empire, how it got declined, right, in the 17th, 18th century after the death of Aurangzeb, right? So this was a small bit to how the territories of India in the Mughal Empire was divided, and how some small kingdoms have come up, or maybe some small territory which has grew independently from the Mughal Empire. They have taken care of those territories, right? So now Aurangzeb was the last ruler of the Mughal Empire who established control over a large part of India, right? After his death in 1707, Delhi no longer remained epicenter of power, right? Sending in by hi guys. Okay, right? So now governors and landlords asserted their power and to control, establish regional kingdoms, right? Okay, now by the second half of the 18th century, the British came to India as a small trading company, started emerging as the new power on the political horizon. Yes, can you repeat it again? It's something Sakshi, I suppose, right? Okay. All right. Okay, my dear students. Now this. So now here comes one more this term regarding the Britishers. Now, so before coming to the talking about the or discussing about the Britishers, now let us talk about the sea route to India. Sea route to India. So after that we will discuss about the Britishers. Okay. So anyone knows who discovered the sea route to India? Anyone who discovered the sea route to India? Okay, I got someone. Sunita, who's this? Shashank Patil has hit the bullseye. Good. Vasco da Gama, right? Okay, Vasco da Gama. Yes, Niyati Dodmani. Vasco da Gama. Okay, so Vasco da Gama, right? Okay, so now the sea route to India was discovered by Vasco da Gama, who was a Portuguese sailor. Portuguese country are called by the name Portuguese? Next question to you all. Which country citizens are called as Portuguese? Anyone? Vasco da Gama, now please stop. Yes, Portuguese sailor. Okay, stop, please stop. Which countries, as we, the citizens of India, are called as Indians, right? So, which country citizens are referred as Portuguese? Portuguese, England, Dutch, no. Cristiano Ronaldo country, the famous football player legend. Yes. United has hit the bullseye. Okay, it's Portugal. 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 And someone has used their word called Dutch. Okay, someone has used the word Dutch. Dutch. Okay, which country citizens are referred as Dutch? This is just for a kind information, students. Okay, which country citizens are referred as Dutch? Dutch. Dutch. Anyone? Portugal. No, Portugal is over. No, please stop Portugal. Please stop Portugal. Okay, don't type Portugal. Okay. Now, any idea, my dear students? Who is referred as which country citizens are called as Dutch? No, England. Please don't go to England, please. It's a neighboring country of England, you can say, right? It is. So I'm wasting your time. Right? No, England. Please don't type England. England is the wrong answer. Okay, it's Netherlands. The citizens of Netherlands are referred or called as Dutch. Okay, so you should know because. So now let's again coming back to Portugal, right? So Vasco da Gama discovered the sea route to India in the year 1498. Please make a note. In the year 1498, Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama landed in India. It is in Calicut, Calicut, and Calicut currently at present it is in the state of Kerala. Okay, Calicut it is in the state of Kerala. So please make a note. In the year 1498, Shashank, yes, right, Netherlands, Rohit. Okay, so now stop Netherlands, stop Portuguese, don't type anything. Okay, now give rest your fingers, please. Okay, sea route to India. Okay, I noted down the name Vasco da Gama, right? Vasco da Gama. You can put the up in the middle, or else please do. Vasco da Gama, GMA. Okay, he was a Portuguese sailor who discovered the sea route to India, right? Okay, now my dear students. So when he came to India, Vasco da Gama landed in India, that too in Calicut. While going back, he carried some of the spices to Portugal, to his motherland. So now, can anyone tell me which are those spices? Any idea? Spices, what do you call in your local language? Spices. Yes, spices. What do we call in the local language? In India, it is called by the same name. Spices in English, throughout in India. Or sometimes in the world also they can say use this particular word. What do you call the spices? S-P-I-C-E-S. Spices. In Hindi or Kannada, everything is same. Okay, someone has used. Okay, who hit the bullseye? It's Reva Siddhappa Kumbar. Masala. Agreed. Yes. These spices in India or somewhere it is being used outside also, out of India also. We use the word masala. Yes, which are those masalas? So now I have got some masalas to show you, my dear students. Okay, what is this? Yes. See, what is this? Please answer this. No, it is not. This is a part of masala. Okay, what is this? Spices. What is this spices called? Please. No pepper, no masala. Yes. No. Cinnamon, no. One more. Masala. Sakshi. Okay. Sakshi masala. Okay. Cinnamon. Belaki. Cardamom. Yes. This is cardamom. Okay. And the next one here, my dear students, I hope you all know this also, right? Can anyone tell me what is this? This spices. Can see this? No, ilachi, please. Ilachi is a local term. Please don't use the local term. Now masala is enough because masala is universally accepted also. The word. Okay. Cardamom. No, yeah. This one. Yes. Who hit the bullseye? Shashank Patil. Yes. Cloves. Right. Now this one, this you will sprinkle in your food sometimes when you go to the hotel. They will keep this. What is this? Yes, they'll keep some powder. No, they will keep this. This one. This one. Now stop about talking about lavang. Now talk about this, please. See this. See this. Hey, it's not pepper. Okay, Muhammad Salim, the spelling is wrong. Okay, Srishti Muda. Yes, this is pepper, right? In many of the hotels, if you are visiting, no, they will keep a powder of pepper or salt, or maybe sometimes if they don't keep this red chili powder, they will keep this pepper, right? Okay, so now this one, it is a stick, right? So which will use now. So this sticks. Can you see this? They are the bark of a tree, something plant. Also, you can see, yes, bark. This we all use in your veg biryani or any of the non-veg food. These are the ingredients which are being used, right? Please see this. Please see. It's a bark. It looks like a bark. No, please don't use the Kannada words or Hindi words, local words. Please. No, yeah. These are cinnamon sticks which we use in the food, right? So, and these all have their all medicinal value. They have their own different role to be played, right? So now, once coming back to the topic, my dear students. So just show. I hope all knows. Okay, turmeric. Okay, India has. Okay, now stop. Check. Please don't use Kannada or Hindi words. Use only English. Okay. Okay. Now, my dear students, I'm coming back to Vasco da Gama. Again. Okay. Now stop. Please. Please give rest to your fingers. Statue for everyone, please. Okay, now listen. Okay, so now when he was going back, he carried along with these spices along some fine cloths also. So now there while going, it had created an impact. It got some taste, because earlier before this visit, so the taste like these spices had a great demand. So as a result of this, many of those European or the Western countries started to come to India for trade, taking the sea route which Vasco da Gama has discovered, right? So now with this discovery of sea route to India, so many of those Western countries who have taken the same route and come to India for trade, especially for the spices as well as fine cotton cloths. Do please make a note. What attracted the Europeans? Yes, these spices and these cotton cloths attracted the Europeans towards the India for trade. So now Portuguese, followed by Dutch, French, and then also the British also came back following one or by the other, right? So with this, they came now a landmark discovery by Vasco da Gama, which made way for the Europeans to come to India for trade, right? So it was, when we can see who was the last who was standing, right? It was the Britishers, right? So now how did they take control? Now let us start the topic with the British, right? So now British in the 17th century, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Queen Elizabeth I, in the middle of the 17th century, Queen Elizabeth granted a royal charter, ROYAL, royal charter to a company of British, that is East India Company. So henceforth, this East India Company will be referred as EIC in this context, right? Okay, hello sir, I have a doubt. Your doubts needs to be clarified during the FCC session, right? Okay, East India Company. The royal charter was awarded to East India Company, right? So that it gave exclusive rights for the East India Company to trade in the East. So now, my dear students, we Asians have been referred as the Eastern world, and whereas the European people, they themselves refer as the Western world, right? So either it may be European countries or Western countries, right? So this is what East India Company, henceforth referred as in this context as EIC. So please make a note. Yes. Okay, Shashank Patil, right? Royal Charter. So now the first person, this has not been mentioned in the textbook. The name is Thomas Roe. Please, okay, Thomas Roe. ROE. The name is not mentioned, but he was the person who met the Mughal emperor, okay, to trade, to start a trade in India. So he was granted Thomas Roe. It was referred as Sir Thomas, to visit the Mughal Empire, Mughal Emperor, and got the permission. Yes, and he has been awarded a farman, right, to trade in India. Farman, the word, one more word is after the Royal Charter. It is Royal Charter is been issued in England by Queen Elizabeth, whereas this farman, FARMAN, Royal, it is farman means royal order, ROYAL, royal order, right? So it means when they show, it means just like a certificate. It might be so. Right now, when we are doing a trade in India, and we are opening a shop, we need to register, right? So it may be in the municipality office or particular department. So they will issue the certificate, right? So this is one type of farman, is just one type of order. It's a royal order issued by the Mughal emperor. Farman issued by the Mughal emperor, whereas Royal Charter issued by Queen Elizabeth I in England. So now with this royal order, they started to trade in India. With this farman, they have started. So now next, what happened after that once they got the order? So now again, as I said, please do remember this. 1707. Okay, 1707. What happened? Just now I said about moment back. 1707. What was that particular event? Anyone remember? What was that event, my dear students? 1707. What happened? 1707. Oh, sorry. 1707. What happened? Yes. Anyone? Again there. Yes. Hey, which section he passed or which subject he passed? Hey, hello, it's not Aurangzeb passed away. Aurangzeb death. Please write the correct spelling. No, I have written very clearly and boldly AURANGZEB. Aurangzeb. It's not Aurangzeb. Oh my God. Last powerful king, emperor of Mughal Empire passed away. So after him, his successors were weak, and as a result, we have seen that by the 18th century, we have seen that the governors and the lords asserted their power and control to establish regional kingdoms. See, regional kingdoms, it means in other parts of different parts of India, new kingdoms start to emerge, right? So now we have the Nawab of Bengal. Again, we have one head Nawab here in South India. South Indian Nawab is the Nizams. They were also the Nawabs. Again, we had in Punjab, we had in Rajasthan, and different parts of India. There were some of those governors or the landlords where they grew powerful themselves once after the death of Aurangzeb. So now with this, the Britishers started to trade after it. When he was alive, they were trade. But now, when they have to pay some of those grants to the Mughal emperor, they stopped those paying grants to the Mughal emperor or maybe the local overlord or the governor. So now they started to acquire small territories. So now here in the year of 1651. In the year 1651, please make a note. 1651, very important. So now the EIC, they opened their warehouse. Now, my dear students, warehouse is just like your store where the goods are stored, right? So now here warehouse where they are stored in huge quantities, right? So now where they made the warehouse, it was on the banks of river Hooghly, Hoogli. on the banks of river Hooghly, and the name of the place is Kalikata. Kalikata. So can anyone tell me what is the present name of Kalikata? So when I use the word Hooghly means you should have understood, right? Definitely you have understood which place I am talking about. Kalikata. Can anyone tell me the current name? Current name? The present name of Kalikata? Present name? Hello? Yes, my dear students, I'm waiting. No one is ready to catch the question? Please. Warehouse. Okay, someone gave. Okay, who was that? Shashank Patil hits the bullseye, followed by Reva Siddhappa Kumba, then Srinidhi. Baswaraj, yes. Vaishnavi, yes. So the present name of Kalikata is Kolkata. Okay. So now, my dear students, once the advent of the Europeans, just for a kind of information, some of the names of our places have been colonized. Hope you are ready. The first chapter, colonization, colonial, right? So colonized. For example, this Kolkata was earlier when the Britishers came. They can't pronounce this Kalikata. They call it as Calcutta. And some of the names like Madras, Chennai became Madras. So there are many names where the names of Indian places have been colonized because they cannot pronounce our terms. So as a result of this, some of those names were colonized. It was the British influence where the names have been changed when they started to rule. So now here in the year 1651, the East India Company opened a warehouse on the banks of the river Hooghly, right? And the name of the place is Kalikata. So they were only given permission to trade, right? After this, they started to slowly and gradually, after the death of Aurangzeb, so they started slowly acquiring some land grants or maybe some territories of the neighboring by bribing the Mughal Empire or maybe Mughal authorities or maybe the particular governor of that particular territory. So by this, they started not to pay, they stopped paying those taxes to the respective territory governor or it may be a king. So now after this, once they have started this, so now once they have opened the warehouse, my dear students, when they have kept the warehouse, when they have opened the warehouse, then they have to get the customers or maybe clients. So for them, they need an office space. Yes. Once the warehouse they have constructed, again they have made their offices, and after making their offices, and many people were again coming for the trade, it means to buy the goods. So now, and this EIC, my dear students, EIC, East India Company, was a mercantile company, MERCHANTILE, mercantile company. So the term mercantile. So now this refers to the traders who buy goods cheaper and sell them dearer. Buy at cheap rate, cheap price, and sell at dearer price. It means, so they will buy the product at a cheap rate and sell them for a more profit, maximum profit. So this was the what this refers to the EIC, that is they were a mercantile company, buying at cheap and selling at dear. Dear is usually very high price. Okay, so we'll stop this class today, my dear students. Tomorrow again we will come, and again East India Company begins the trade in Bengal, and we will continue this, right? Okay then, bye bye.